Okay. Bring it down, 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 bring it down. Again. That's too low. Oh, it's been like 14 seconds already. So ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to why the podcast is titled David Gao is better than Trevor Noah. We'll get to it later in the podcast, hopefully. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. Hopefully, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, boys and girls, over consensual age. Dudes and dudettes, double D's. Like it should be like a fucking what is this? A national holiday, for double D's. Like double D day. Right? And every year they get to like do something like different to celebrate it, The first year, just by default, right? They have to do the 8 mile. Is it 8 mile? No, American Pie naked mile thingy, Only double D's, right? And those that feel like double D's, right? Will be the judge of that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls over consensual age, how are you guys doing today? How's your past? Because I've been noticing on the YouTube, man, right? The numbers, that this podcast like comes in like every like 3 days or 4 days maximum. I don't know. Feeling like a sports coach, you better cut that shit down. You better cut it down. Bring it down to like 2 days or like a day. I don't know. No. But yeah, that's what the YouTube says, man. The YouTube says we come in like every 3 days, every like 4 days, So, yeah, how's that period of time that hasn't been defined, right? I mean, you have a week. Fucking my battery is low anyway. I'm just gonna fucking, like, fuck it, like, yeah. So, yeah, how's the 3 days been? How's the last 4 days been? Like I said, it hasn't been defined. Right, like in the dictionary, you don't go like you can name a week, which is like 7 days, right? And then you have like fortnightly, which is like it comes in fortnightly, right? Yeah, which is like 2 weeks, I guess, like every 2 weeks. And then you have a month, right? Which average if you're a sports guy, which if you are or lady, right? If you're listening, you probably are, right? Probably like 30 days on average. The average is man. Right? Unless it's like a leap year. I never really got that shit. Like it comes every 4 years, this imaginary year. Right? Like, I'm 4 years old. Like, yeah, get the fuck out of here, you adolescent. It's fucking, you have hair growing out of your fucking armpit bits. I mean, what the fuck? Right? Fucking 4 years old, man. Right? I mean, what kind of conspiracy is that? You know what I mean? Like, This should be right up there with like the flat earthers or is it flat worlds or flat earthers? I don't the people that think that, there's an ice wall, man. There's a wall of fucking ice. Right? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, those dudes and those, I guess they're progressives. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it should be right up there. Like, what the fuck was I talking about? What should be right up there with the flat earthers theory? No, the leap year thing. The thing that you like, for some unknown, bizarre reason, right? You get to like grow, right? But you still, you still need. What the fuck is the privilege then? Aren't you just like fucking up yourself like mentally? I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be a conspiracy if you got to do like cool shit like, yeah, I'm 4 years old, man, but I'm fucking drinking a beer, man, right? I'm 4 years old, man, but I'm fucking banging this chick, man, right? It would be dope like that, but you still have to go through, fucking. Yeah, but maybe it is like that. Maybe the joke is like the opposite, right? Could you imagine like if the law was like, yo, if you said all those people that claimed because of the smartphones and social media and the cameras now, all that we have evidence, everyone that was claiming that because of a leap year they somehow, not fucking 35 years old and fucking like 10 years old, right? Yo, motherfuckers are now gonna be treated like fucking 10 years old, right? You have people like losing their licenses. Like, nah, I was just joking, man. Right? People not being able to go to bars. I don't know, man. It would be crazy, right? Yeah, that would be. Dude, if I was president, I would do that shit, right? Right? So, but what would be the out? Right? What would be the out? Like, what would you have to do to be like, nah, I was joking. Like, that was a joke. I didn't really mean that. I was like, a toddler. A fully bearded, bald toddler, right? Coming to think of it, like, toddlers, are they like any bald like toddlers? But I guess every baby comes out bald, Do they? I've never seen like a baby come out of the vagina, right? Sorry. Nah. Like, yeah, if do babies come out with hair, or like do they come out bald? Anyway, right, we'll get to the sports in a second, right? How about now? Oh, breaking news, or not breaking, it's like it happened a week ago, and everybody probably knows, right? The great Gareth Bale, fucking can't pronounce his fucking first name right, fucking butchered it up like how he butchered the end of his fucking, spell at Tottenham and Real Madrid, right? But anyway, the great Gareth, man, Madrid's number 9, I believe, at one point. Number 11, sorry. Yeah, Madrid's number 11. Is moving to the MLS. Right? Why? Because they say he wants to keep in shape. The World Cup's coming up, right? The Winter World Cup, if you in like the normal places of the world, right? The Summer World Cup, actually, if you're in the normal places of the world, and the Winter World Cup, where it's not actually fucking, right? Middle East of where, yeah. Anyway, so he's moving to the MLS, man, the Major League Soccer in America. Oh, say, can you? That type of shit. Anyway, no, like, that's how anyway, fuck it. Plowing ahead here. And yeah, dude, I was looking forward to this move, right? Why? The dude is like a fucking great. He still has like, that saying where they say class is like permanent, and that fucking corny saying, but maybe they hold some more to me, man, right? Because, dude, I think he has the potential maybe to do some damage, maybe to get up there with maybe Zlatan Ibrahim. Basically, what I'm saying is that this could revive Mr. Gareth Bale's career, man. Not career, but like what's it? Fucking reputation, recognition in the football, because they like slaughtering him. But the shit that he does, right? With holding a fucking flag up, you know, playing for your national team. And what are the 3 words you have on there? In order, right? You have fucking Wales, golf, and then soccer. You know what I mean? I'm glad you said soccer, because if you said football, man, they will be fucking burning the roof of this motherfucking joint. Fuck, you know what I mean? It's just, but yeah, reputation, recognition, whatever. The points are gonna go up. You know what I mean? For Mr. Gareth Bale, because he's 32. Ronaldo is like 30, 40, bruh. You know? Right? And he's still doing it. Right? Inspired the old Tom Brady there. Right? To fucking come out of retirement after watching a match. After watching like CR7 score a fucking hat-trick at 38. They similar careers. Fucking like, you know what? Fucking coming back with the Buccaneers. Right? That's our adopted football team for the NFL. Better know that shit. We still with the Seattle Mariners, even though they suck. You know? Dude, they are on their knees. They fuck. You know, like, dude, you know, but, you know, maybe they'll get there. Maybe this is a season where it's supposed to be fucked up. I don't know. You know? I don't know. But, yeah. So Gareth is gonna probably do massive job. How many goals do you think he's gonna come out of the MLS with? Probably like 30. You know, he could hit those numbers, man. 30 goals, probably get like set pieces, free kicks here and there. Probably like 17 of free kicks, penalties, maybe, I don't know. LAFC, that's a competitive club in the MLS. You know. I don't know. Since London Donovan left LA Galaxy, you know, it seems like it's been a free for all for any team, yo. Yeah, right. I don't know. Yeah. But who was the other guy? Clint Dempsey. But he was playing in the fucking, you know, he was the other United States. Jose Altidore was also that dude was built like a football player. You know what I mean? Like Jose Altidore, the American striker, was like fucking. You chose the wrong sport to play in, man. Right? I bet you that dude was a football player before. You know? I mean, the dude looked like he benched weights like half of his life, right? And never did any fucking leg work. Right? And he was like, I'm gonna play fuckers, dude. The dude looked like. You know this fucking animation movie, you know, I don't know, of arcades and shit, the internet, and I don't know. Yeah, the main character is a little girl there, and this other dude that is like big blocked, right? That dude had longer legs and was black. That dude and was bald as well, or had a cut, because Jose Altidore is not bald, you know, it just has a brush cut, as they say in Mozambique. La Pansi. I don't know. Yeah, it would look like him. But anyway, yeah. Good luck to Gareth Bale, man. Looking forward to it, right? You know, dude, the people that are hating on Gareth Bale, you know you're gonna fucking watch the fucking highlights. You know you're gonna be in Sky Sports' comment section fucking going like, yeah, man, fucking you, that free kick was awesome, man. Right? He's the best, man. Right? The type of shit. You know? But maybe it's like a hard criticism. I don't know. But the dude has showed that he doesn't like subscribe to that shit. You know what I mean? Like, to hard criticism. I don't know. Gareth Bale. Right? I feel. Anyway. Yeah. Congratulations to the NHL champions. Right? Caroline Avalanche, right? Carolina Avalanche. I don't know how is it Caroline or Carolina Avalanche or Colorado? No, it's Colorado. Colorado Avalanche, right? Or anyway, it's the Avalanche, man. The big snowies, right? That takes fucking from the mountains, you know, came in and froze up, man. Right? Froze up the ice for the Lightning. Right? Now it's like clean sweep. Not a clean sweep, sorry. Like it was, Lightning were beaten, man. Like fuck. They were beaten. Tried to play the game, but they were beaten. Solid! Right? Colorado. The only team I know from Colorado is like the Rockies, man. Right? They're also having like an average season this season. Won the Rockies in the MLB finals like last season? I don't know. Probably against the Yankees or something like that. It was close though. It was fucking close. Yeah. Talking about the Yankees are fucking unstoppable, man. Right? As the Boston Red Sox slip up, but against the Blue Jays, man. I would fucking bet the fucking Red Sox on the third game. Shit, I mean they got beaten like the past 3 years. It's like solid, by the Toronto Blue Jays. I mean Blue Jays. Sorry. Oh. Right. Yeah, I would have them for the third match. And if they lose this third match, I'm not making, I wouldn't make that, but I'll put my money on the third game for the Red Sox, man, to salvage some pride. I just don't, is it played away or at home? Because the last game seemed tight, keeping score, right? The last game seemed tight, 6-5. I mean, it seemed tight. The first game, that wasn't tight. First game wasn't tight. Tell you what, Boston Red Sox haven't been having like a bad run. They just ran into they just got distracted by all the fucking bright fucking colors from the uniform of the Tampa Bay Blue Jays. I mean Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blue Jays. Dude, and I heard like gays are being offended about like people like using the word gay to describe like something soft and like flam. I don't know, like can I ask the ladies, can we still like use pussy to like describe something soft? But that wouldn't like sound cool, like the Toronto Blue pussy. With your permission, of course. I don't know, right? The Toronto Blue pussy. Right. Beat the Red Sox, man. 2 games straight. Oh yeah, so congratulations to Colorado Avalanche against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Couldn't make it 3 in a row, but I mean, dude, it would have taken like a lot, to come back from 2, even if you had like 2, when it was at 3-1, like, yeah, it would have taken, like, they made sure, like, the Avalanche fucking made sure that, it's, yeah. But yeah, I'm beat because, dude, they were the only team that we had, our adopted team, in the NHL. That were actually vying for each other. Like I said, the Milwaukee Bucks have us questioning, man. Questioning their last title, man. You know what I mean? And they all adopted team. NBA, right? Seattle Mariners suck, right? I don't know, dude. And now Tampa Bay Lightning, right? I guess they're the best performing team because Tottenham Hotspur just made it to the Champions League, and that's just, and the ex-divorced wife, Manchester United. I mean, you just you're just paying alimony, man, on that one. Just keeping tabs. Dude, did you notice how like the rumors were coming out that like Cristiano Ronaldo was gonna leave like Manchester United, right? And United had to issue a statement saying that this dude is not gonna leave. Right? The news was freaking out, like breaking news. Right? Cristiano's agent is meeting with PSG's representatives and Real Madrid's representatives and all these top. So the breaking news is that one of the top players of all time, right? The representative, right? During off season, right, is having meetings with the top clubs in the world. So shouldn't that be normal? They probably haven't even not during off season. You know what I mean? But it's not a fucking thing. That should be like broadcast in the medium, yeah, right? I don't know, bro. But dude, they don't know. They want to like take pictures, right? Or they want to make a charity match, right? Or are they discussing like top 6, players, fucking what if they discussing that Neymar thing? What you know what I mean? So United causing fucking turmoil for the fucking club. You know what I mean? Come on. I mean, in the media, all you hear, United, Manchester United, Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy, cannot, they cannot reach up to this level, they must build this, And the same people tear down the club like breaking news. United's top players about to leave. Causing the fans to like ruckus. You know what I mean? Duh. What was the other one about the breaking news? No transfer events from Manchester United. Is this concern for the fans? No. Until you said it. But no. Just leave the club to like be, man. Like, you just gotta kick a dog when it's down. Right? I don't know. I mean, dude. Yeah. This is a sports podcast, man. Okay, let's break this down. Congratulations, man, to the fucking Colorado Avalanche, against Tampa Bay Lightning on the NHL championship. And yeah. Talking about Manchester United, there's a really good prospective player that they've been linked to recently, and because the managers from the Netherlands, right, and Holland, I don't know why they changed it. Why you make it so like, it's like Netherlands even rhymes with Neanderthals, that shit rhymes, if they would, if I was in, that's why I failed like most of like my school test. But if I was in the school test, right, and someone asked me, where do Neanderthals come from? And the option was A, Slovakia, B, Caucasus Mountains, Caucasus Mountains, right? And C, the Netherlands, the lands of the Neander. Dude, I'm going with C the whole fucking way. You know? Like shit. I mean, you ain't even like. I mean, but yeah. Anyway, so I think it's because of that connection. I mean, the Holland collection. Dude, Holland was such like I guess because all I heard was like, oh man, you can smoke so much weed, and like Holland, you can like, you can smoke on the fucking, you can smoke riding a bicycle. Dude, I smoked in a coffee shop. You can smoke, And I'm just thinking like, dude, I smoke in my bedroom, man. Shit, you know. Not that I want to, but sometimes I don't. I mean, yeah. I mean, can't you go anywhere else and smoke? I don't know, Yeah. But maybe it was because of the Quentin Tarantino movie, Pulp Fiction. Right? I remember that line. John Travolta talking about fucking, Oh, and the French thing, the burger. The burger, like, yeah, dude. And then I go over to this clip, right? About it was a Super Size Me documentary, man. And it was about McDonald's, about Morgan Spurlock. Just Google the fucking thing, right? Super Size Me, right? Morgan Spurlock documentary, right? And then there's a point where I guess he's asking the citizens on the street, man, fucking questions, right? Yo, so what do you think of this McDonald's? So how many McDonald's do you eat a day? And he's like, I just fucking eat 4 times a week, And they asked some lady, I guess it was 2 moms, like, how many McDonald's do you eat? Like, I guess I go there maybe 3 times a week or 4 times a week. I'm like, isn't that a lot? Isn't that, yeah, but we work out, chase the kids. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But anyway, sure. But then they get to this fat lady, right? And she has she's like a French tourist, and then they're asking her, and they're like, yo, so what do you think of the McDonald's here? She's like, oh, the McDonald's here is not as proper size, and in France is bigger size, and she was basically shitting on the American McDonald's, right? She was basically shitting on the headquarters of fucking McDonald's, saying that they actually make this shit in France better. It was fascinating, man, to see. You know what I mean? The passion she had for it, right? But but all she had was that everything was bigger. That's all she had. It wasn't like, yeah, man, that's a fucking real fucking meat in there, and then yours is not real meat, Wouldn't that be cool? You open but that wouldn't be a McDonald's franchise. But people would still come. See, that's the thing, of 2022 people, right? That Russia proved it, man. McDonald's was like, fuck you, man. We're gonna take our shit burgers, man, and we out of here, man. Right? And then Vladimir was like, okay, you move. I put in new McDonald's, It's not McDonald's, it's Kiki. It's Kiki. How you like that? Kiki. Right? And there was this whole press, opening, and shit. And people went to Kiki and they bought the shit. I'm not sure if it was how they made it in but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and basically it's you could, but anyway. Alright. It's just amazing to she, man. Amazing to she. Anyway, getting back to football, people. Let's get back to the CAF, man. I'm talking about African football. African football, we have Patrice Motsepe, right, as our president. We all know this. And this guy is South African billionaire. I wonder how he got there, man. What you think? How you think? Right? Anyway, yeah. But never mind that. But, also the CEO of like Mamelodi Sundowns, the most dominant fucking team in South African football history. You know what I mean? Like, so that's also a positive. So he knows a thing about football, right? He knows a thing or two about football. Maybe more, man. I mean, this guy has a fucking medal. A CAF championship medal and a fucking... He's a 4-time... he's team. You know what I mean? But I guess you can say it's a pylon team, but you still... Okay, this year it was horrible, Mamelodi Sundowns this year, no matter about winning the domestic league, no matter winning about the domestic title, fuck all that shit. It don't matter. Why? Because they lost to a team that lost in the fucking final. You know what I mean? In the fucking CAF championship final. So, after all of that, you have 3 squads and 3 coaches. You know what I mean? You should be, you should have 3 cups each, but instead you have 2. You have 2 cups each. Who's the manager, man? Right? That didn't win his cup there, man. And the squad, you know what I mean? But then they're just gonna pile on because it's become a pile-on team. But like they should disqualify Mamelodi Sundowns from participating, not participating, but from winning. You know what I mean? The fucking. The money, dude, how Patrice Motsepe operates, the money that Sundowns wins from the tournaments probably doesn't even go to the squad, It probably goes to somewhere else, something about football. This guy has a fucking football league in the 3rd division named after him. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, he's come out and said, I quote, right, he will pay for Pitso Musiman's tenure as Bafana coach. Now, if I'm Hugo Bruce and I'm hearing that, you know what I mean? I'm packing my bags already. You know what I mean? Because he's the dude. He said this. He said he'll pay. You know what I mean? Privately, right? For Pitso Musiman, because Pitso Musiman came out, right? And I quote from him saying that, man, no, okay, I cannot do the fucking, I quote, he said that no club in SA can fucking, afford him. So that wasn't a quote. He didn't say fucking, but, if you bleep out the bleeps, you'll get the quote straight, man. You get, why can't you just do it right? Okay, he said no club can afford him in SA football. And I'm guessing that includes the national squad. So our president comes out, I guess Africa's football president comes out and says, yo, what if I pay for you to coach the squad? That's a lot of pressure, man. Right? Because I could do that, Should I do that? Are you willing to coach so now the ball is in Mr. Pitso Musiman's court. Is he willing to accept that challenge, man? Or is he gonna run out, put on some Arabi things around his, right? And go to Qatar, right? Because that would be, I guess, a move too, But basically I'm doing that because you're leaving your nation stranded. Because that's like a warrior's call, Like, are you gonna fucking, are you gonna fucking leave it? You know what I mean? So, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how that fucking develops, man. Right? I almost forgot talking about Luke de Jong, right? These were the news that he might be moving to Manchester United from a Barcelona side that hasn't. Dude, I'm really disappointed that Xavi doesn't have the faith in the kid. After how well they did. You know what I mean? Kind of disappointing, but maybe Maybe he has something up his sleeve, because we don't hear much from the Spanish media, man. Right? Espirito dos Santos, dude, talking about the Spanish media, like, I was watching this thing the other day, and it was like showing like maps, right? Like historical maps about how like recent maps, maybe like the 1700s, 1800s, 1900s. Dude, I didn't know that the USA is like Mexico, bro. Like, what the fuck? That was a mind trip, man. Right? Because they like sliced it all the way down to that fucking edge of that water, man. Like that where that fucking, where the land splits into like a lake. Dude, it's so interesting that Mexico is like half of like modern day United States of A, man. Talk about reparations, dog. Anyway, yeah, it's fucking weird. And then now, but it gets like blurry. So this is what I think, right? Here's what I think. So at that time, there was probably me that I only have watched like fucking 3 documentaries, on like the history of like Mexico and shit. This is my fucking opinion about this shit, right? So now, okay, Mexico is like half of the United States. So basically, from the middle of the United States, right, all the way east, I guess, to like what? New York, right? That was the United States. And everything west from the middle, right? There was Mexico and south as well. And south as well. Let's not forget that. So now you had like empire districts, just like how you have like New York, and fucking Boston, and what I mean, Chicago, and Philadelphia. You have all these like cities. You know what I mean? But when you go like, and you have people that associate among those cities, like that talk that way, and that are productive in the city, that like sweep the streets and do the interest rates, that type of shit. Those are people that are active in the cities. But you go like 30 miles out, 50 miles out, at another 30 miles, right? Yeah, but you're in the middle of nowhere, and you just like with like regular folk. You know what I mean? That do like basically more than a regular, actually, like just folk, You know what I mean? So to me, if it was a movie, fuck, now we segue here. If it was a movie, it would be like Mexico had these like cities, right? The New Yorks, no, the Californias, the fucking, whatever they were calling them. They had these central, and then they had the outskirts. You know what the outskirts in a movie, what those outskirts were? Those were the Native Americans, man. Those were the 30 miles out, 70 miles out, add another 20 miles. Those were them in like a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Talk about reparations. Whew. Tell you what, there's a lot. And what I realize now, man, is that like in the Mexican Spanish War documentaries and like in the history of Mexico and USA documentaries and all those things, there's not a lot of like graphic, imagery, like people's like heads being chopped off, arms, people living with no arms, and like ears, half the ears gone. There's those images, like you don't see them that much, or maybe at all, right? Dude, but you watch a documentary about like Angola or Mozambique, dude, they warn you. You know what I mean? They warn you first. They like, yo, this thing is gonna have like, you explicit shit. If you don't understand English, you you probably not understand what they're saying, but they basically, you understand that writing, you know. There's no credits, nothing's moving up or down there, man. You know, it's a solid black with white text, you know, and a fucking danger symbol, you know. I mean, on the red, you know, on the fucking bottom right there, man. Right? So you know what that's about. So I like watching these and like, oh man, fuck. This is so fucking horrible, you know, what South Africa has done to like the other countries and how we fucking fuck them up, you know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck. Yo, dude, I was apologizing to like so much, like to like, sorry man, yo man, it's like, fuck, yo, it was horrific, man, like it was bad, you know, and all we had was the truth and the reconciliation thing, but you know, what about those other countries, man, you know, that South Africa literally fucked up, you know, the military literally fucked them up, and like, it's crazy, man, right? yeah, dude. Oh, and then I moved to like a documentary, like Blood Diamond or something, like something about diamonds, you know, like jewelry and shit like that, and I get the same fucking, you know, text. This is gonna be explicit imaging, you know, dude. I was like, fuck, you have not seen what I've seen in that Mozambique documentary, man. You better tell not me, you know, about the fucking explicit imagery, you know. Dude, 3 minutes and I was like, holy shit, turn this shit off, man. I couldn't even do it. Had to shut my eyes. Right? Had to listen to the whole thing. I'm listening and some, you know, like they're speaking like another language, you know, and like you need to read the subtitles, but you can't watch, you know, because it's horrific, man. I mean, it was. I'm like, why do people wear jewelry? Like, why do people still wear diamonds? Do you know about this? You know, like, why would you even try to make a fake diamond? You get what I'm saying? It's like, dude, it's crazy, man. Now they like, dude, it was just mad. Why would you care about such? You know, like, fuck all these animal rights shit. I don't eat meat. Danger to fucking. How about danger to fucking humans? You know what I mean? Dude, how many vegans have a fucking wedding ring? You know? Like, I would. It's just all glittery and diamondy. You know? Oh, it shines in the night. Don't kill cows. They have souls too. Oh, it's so shiny. Glittery. I don't know. Yeah, like, why would they be like sold in stores anyway? You know, I mean, it's crazy, man. But anyway, South Africa has to apologize for all the fucked up shit they did to like most of Africa, man. They have to like really apologize, and like there is no shit about how like no foreigners can come in South Africa. No for dude. You know what? Every fucking one can come in here, man. You know what I mean? With no passport, you know, with no luggage. Everyone. Fuck all that. If you're from the continent, you know, you pop through. Dude, fuck all that shit. Do you know what you did? Do you have any idea? Dude, you just focused on apartheid and was like, okay, we got our freedom. And dude, there's something called South African privilege. You know what I mean? Because South Africa, the thing is, it was built upon, it was built upon the diamonds, the gold, you know what I mean? That they had to get from other places. You know what I mean? It's called, you know what I mean? So fuck it. Fuck it, man. I mean, we didn't care, dude, they don't even know who killed like Mozambique's president or like what happened to like the jet, right? The guy that was leading there, Samora Michel. They don't know what happened to that. You know what I mean? It's right there. The plane is right there. You know? Yeah. It's not like some plane disappeared in the air and the fucking piece, was on another fucking continent and then one other piece was on another fucking continent. I would understand that you wouldn't get, what the fuck, happened there, man. But if 90% of the debris is there, right? Fucking forensics. I mean, yeah. Dude, talking about presidents, there was like African presidents. Saw a video about Mr. Paul. I hope his name is Paul. Paul Kagame, right? The Rwandan president. You know what I mean? You know that. Yeah, basically, it was funny how he was just talking about like how, people in the space are not getting treated equally. You know what I mean? About how people at certain levels, when evidence is brought forward, it's treated differently to other persons. Now, this is no secret, right? We all know this. We all know that if you're of you get of a different, class level or status level, you get different, right? Treatment. It's biased. We get this, right? It's nothing new. However, for a president to say it amongst recent events, for a co-president of the continent, amidst, in the midst, man, we are sliding in the midst, man, right? Intellectual property copyright 2020 OT. Anyway, in the midst, man, yeah. Amidst all this, if you what's happening on the farm, if you don't know, I guess you wouldn't know because the news has shut it down, man, for a while, right? Normally investigations are public, right? If it's other people's investigations, they are fucking public, man. Like, we know what time this dude is going to court. We know when they're fetching this witness. We know when who the witness is, right? This time it was like, what? The past 2 weeks, dude, I chilled off like, okay, something like, let's give the president some respect, invest, but nothing is coming out. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah. You know what I mean? Let's go do fucking bricks and then we'll come back and G7, is that it? And right? Right? Dude, aren't the leaders like at the G7 conferences like asking like what? So what's the situation with the farms? Like the 1 billion? Was it really 1 billion? Had bit more than that. You won't believe it, Biden. I had to stuff the cash in the cow's asses. It wasn't a pretty sight. But I will assure you. That I'll get it sorted out as there's no. It was. I may not say much else. And Biden's like, whoa, how many cows? 1 billion USD. How many cows was it? I don't know. You should purchase one of my cows one day. Biden, come and see. Very big cows. Right? You know. But yeah, we haven't heard shit. You know, maybe we'll give it another 2 years. You know, I don't know. But yeah, fuck, dude, Arsenal probably think that they have their Lord and Savior. Right? If Mikel Arteta goes to church there, he looks like a dude that that wears a cross necklace around his, around his fucking neck. Where else would you put around your wrist? You fag! No, we asked you pussy. Yeah. Oh no, though I have to reply right. I got a lady right here. Really? Yeah, she confirmed it. She's writing down the minutes. I'm joking. There's no one here. Yeah. Arsenal. Yeah, Arsenal get Jesus, man. Gabriel Jesus. What a name, right? Like Jesus wasn't enough, right? We had to give you the most, the most awesome angel, like Gabriel, right? Gabriel Jesus, everybody. This is my child. He's Gabriel and Jesus. He's gonna be awesome, very awesome. Like, Ma, it's too much pressure. Just like Gabby. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. But I guess his mom is somehow proud. I guess the team, the guy was playing for the best team in England, not the world no more, right? Best team in the world is Chelsea, by the way, until by default, right? So anyway, yeah, I guess his mom is somehow proud, right? Or very proud, lived up to expectations. It was set. That was a high bar, to set. It seems after winning all those championships, man, the CAM, center attacking midfielder, claimed center forward, which I don't think he is, right, is moving to the Gunners. You know what I mean? The team that has the most support in Ghana. Now, is this a coincidence? Because the Gunners is spelled Gunners, right? Like as in cannons, like the Gunners, right? But the most support for Arsenal is from Ghana in Africa, right? So it's just a weird coincidence. You think they did it on purpose and didn't have the balls, man, to write it as Ghanas, right? That would be fucking dope, But anyway, maybe that's just a miscommunication. Anyway, where there's no miscommunication? In Manchester United, because there's no transfers going on. No one's communicating. Anyway, yeah, they building, man. Fucking gonna build up that squad. No expectation. Weed out the weak. Keep the fucking leaders and fucking, committed folk on the field. Right? Yeah, and hopefully have a good season. Right? Hopefully have a good season. Yeah, Gabriel Jesus has moved to Arsenal. I tell you what, Arsenal has made 2 recent moves. I don't know the other dude's name. Never. Dude, it used to be when, back in the day, it sounded like an old fucking 25 years old here. You know? It used to be that back in the day, you know, like 4 years ago. I don't know if it's because of, I don't know, something just happened where like things just started moving like fast, man. Like really fast. I blame Elon Musk, man. Like Elon, this is Elon's fault. Like all these like, dude, if we were looking at a graph of like how like Earth was like, you know, moving towards doom, you know, you'd have like, even through the world wars, ones, couldn't really do much damage. You know what I mean? You couldn't like blow up a whole continent. I mean, the worst you got was a fucking madman, allegedly, right? You know, just fucking killing other madmen, but not the entire world. Allegedly, right? Allegedly madmen. Cause Hitler says like they were, I don't know, according to Hitler. But anyway, allegedly, you know, yeah, couldn't blow up the world. You did like, they were even like less than 2% of the entire world's population. You get what I'm saying? So couldn't really make that much of a difference. Whereas in like now, it's like, oh shit, right? Like just a banana slip, you know. And fucking Putin could like fall like on a fucking, you know, red button. They're like, oops, I did it again. You know. You know. Yeah. And a whole bomb comes out. Right. And for some reason, like you wearing masks and like the sun is not out no more because the clouds are covered, and you know people start freaking out. Shit start burning up for no reason. You know, cars start blowing up. You know, randomly. You know what I mean? And for some reason, the electricity cuts off. You know, like if you live in South Africa, dude. If the world, if any of the world leaders like would set off a nuclear bomb, right? And you lived in South Africa, and then that bomb like hit, and then there was this whole explosion that like, you know, fucked up the whole earth, right? And it was like cloudy outside, you know. Dude, if you're South African, you'd feel like, you know, you would be a good like 2 hours before you realize the world was fucked up. You know what I mean? Because the power would cut off and you think, oh shit, right? This is fucking load shedding, right? We're not going to have electricity for the next 2 hours, and we were not even warned about this shit, right? So, you know what I mean? You think that, right? And you go outside and you be like, oh, I guess it's winter. Like somehow the weather just, who's burning plants outside? You know, at this time, you know what I mean? Yeah, once the first car explodes, right there, then you know, like, I guess something's happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. Gabriel Jesus, man, off to Arsenal, right? Dude, like, if that player that Arsenal bought, if he's not better than Gabriel Martinelli, I don't know his first name, Martinelli, if he's not better than that guy, then it's not looking good for Arsenal, man. It's not looking good at all, right? And I believe they only got him, right? Just like how they got the City game, you know what I mean? Arsenal. Yeah, because of your old friend there, Mr. Pep, right? Dude, they didn't even disclose the fees. Anyway, we used to say like back in the day, right? It used to be that you'd know who is going where, right? Especially if it's top teams. You know what I mean? Like after the whole COVID thing, like just struck, like things have become a bit blurry. Like there's so many free transfers, and I was like, oh, like why couldn't it be like free transfers like all the time? You know what I mean? I mean, you pay the dude his salary, he works there, right? It's not like, unless he comes from the academy or something like that, then he didn't pay fees or scholarship. But even then, it's like, wow, why would you want to put a price on it? It should have been like the team, like how Sir Alex Ferguson did it with Robin van Persie, and evidently won him his last title, before he retired. You know what I mean? Van Persie was off with a free contract, and instead of like paying, right, at the end of the season, it was going to end anyway. Instead of paying Arsenal the 26 million or 30 million, whatever they wanted for Robin van Persie, he was like, let's wait a couple of months, his contract is up, he's a free agent, we'll give Van Persie directly, man, cash in the bank. You know what I mean? For the transfer, because it's him. Like, we want him. We don't want Arsenal, right? When was the last time Arsenal won the league? Do I know the last time Tottenham won the league? Never, man. Winning the English Premier League, I tell you what, Antonio Conte really wants it, but it's going to be difficult. We're looking forward to it, especially with the fucking Haaland situation, but that's really for the Champions League, anyway. Plowing forward, man. Right. Yeah, so that's been the past 3 weeks. It's been the past 3 weeks. 3 weeks, 3 days. Fucking weed addict. Right. Yeah, maybe. I don't fucking know. Not a psychologist. Not a fucking psychologist. Headlines, everybody. We have a segment called fucking headlines, man. And what's the first one? Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah annoyed each other. In quotes, agent confirms. Right? Yes. We spoke about this earlier in the earlier episodes of the podcast, that there was conflict between Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. Why? Because when Liverpool was successful, right? This is facts, everybody. when Liverpool was successful, when they won the Champions League, when they got to the Champions League final, when they fucking won the league, was it twice or not twice? I don't know. Maybe they did it twice, right? They were playing with the front three. Now, between Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane, none of those two people are centre forwards. None of them are going to score you 2 goals a game on average, right? You know what I mean? So the past formation was like, okay, Salah plays on the right? The football player, Roberto Firmino, right? The guy who's not having any trouble, right? The guy who was benched and didn't complain. You know what I mean? The guy that's now being touted as Jurgen Klopp's secret weapon after Mo Salah's boo-hoo-hoo-hoo, I wanna leave. You know what I mean? He's now there. He was playing as centre forward. Now, on the left, right, you had Sadio Mane as the supplier. Now, this worked well until there was selfishness in the play, right? So there was opportunities because they all felt like they were forwards, centre forwards. So there was opportunities where Mo Salah could pass to Sadio Mane, right? And he wouldn't pass, and he would miss, right? Or he would score still. And there was opportunity where Sadio Mane would, sometimes even in the same game, because you could see that, okay, because you didn't pass me this opportunity, I'm going to go for this opportunity all by myself, right? You could see that in the game. Now, was this because they both from Africa and like they both chasing the same title of Africa's best player, right? and the politics and the conflict that comes within that, and playing under the German dictator, man, right? Because when you play under the German dictator, you're not supposed to think about that. You're not supposed to think of personal accolades, especially if your rival, is your partner in attack, right? Yeah. So yeah. But now, like, so now, then you had a period, right? Recent period, let's say 45, 30 games for Liverpool, right? Where you had Jurgen Klopp change, where you had Sadio Mane playing as the centre forward. Now everybody wants to, if you're a forward, you want to be the main dude. You know what I mean? However, Sadio Mane was playing as the centre forward. I was just checking if this thing is still recording. I was on the message, right? And that kind of upset Mo Salah, and there was rumors that he was going to leave because he wasn't getting paid enough, and but he wanted more. He just wanted to play centre forward, right? So yeah, I guess they would say that now, like fucking agent, after Sadio Mane leaves, right? Off to a new club, Bayern Munich, Now the dude that wanted to leave all along is now stuck in the club, right? Yeah, what a time to say that they always had issues. You know what I mean? Fucking judging here. Yeah. Dude, they say we're made in God's image, right? Like, if I'm not able to judge, I'm at least able to, like, criticize, I'm at least able to be like, yo, man, your shoes, man. Them shoes are fucked up, man. Right? Oh, that's whack, man. Right? Yeah, I might not be like, kill yourself, because that is fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be like, that's whack, man. Move on. Yeah. The next. Serena Williams out of first round, Wimbledon. Thriller! As the headline says. Serena, she used to be my crush. When I was like in like high school. Like I never like really had crushes on like fucking musicians or, singers. Always had like crushes on fucking female athletes, I always felt like they had like, dude, female athletes had like the best legs. Like, there's nothing better than to look at appropriately, right? Than a female athlete's legs, So it's a wonder, The breasts not that much because most of them don't have like breasts, you know what I mean? They don't have. They're not. They wouldn't be running the 8 mile, or maybe they would. They would be. Yeah, they would be too. They don't discriminate. Yeah. No, like she. Yeah, Joe. Like female athletes' legs, man. Like ladies. It's like well, because it doesn't look like a fucking. Because it's like in its prime, like it could fucking, dude, if they took that leg and they hit you over the head with it, you dead. You know what I mean? Basically, But it's not cut as like an anime throwing or something like that, It's like, smooth as mannequin. Anyway, Serena Williams out of Wimbledon after losing first round. Yeah, she's like 68. I mean, what do you expect? She's a 68-year-old fucking great. I mean, she's so old that she's coming up against children that have been studying her. You know what I'm saying? That have all they've been doing is what? Do you know the advantage that you have? Against. If your opposition is like someone that someone that you've been looking up to. You know that, but dude, you're like basically big brother on this person, you know? Because you've watched all their shit, man. Right? You know everything about them, and they know about shit about you, man. Right? And then now we come up against each other and like, yo, you know, that's a mismatch. And that's been happening for a while. And for her to still win, shit, evidently not now, but at that old age, you know what I mean? That's a wonder. You know? Dude, I bet you that Tiger Woods lady-looking tennis player, right? She's been watching Serena Williams tennis matches. You know what I mean? Just saying. Anyway. Yeah, it's like I guess she doesn't want to get defeated, but dude, she's had a baby. Like how many tennis players have had babies, bro? You know, how many female tennis players have given birth to a fucking baby and then won a fucking Wimbledon, man? Shit. Huh. You know? I don't know. And the image here, she looks News 24. God damn you. You know? Anyway. Chiefs new edition launched or lauded. Sorry, couldn't fucking. Chiefs new edition lauded as one of the best in SA. Fuck that, man. Right? This is what I was talking about. You know? Where was this dude? Anyway, dude, what's his name? New Chief Strength and Conditioning Coach. Oh, he's not even a player. Right? That's how bad Chiefs is at the moment. They're not even signing like players. They have to sign like coaches. You know, they like headline signing for Kaizer Chiefs is a conditioning coach. You know what I mean? I guess it's a difficult task, right? If you're frugal and you fucking, you know, and you fucking sell like half your squad, you know? How do you do that? Like explain, I would like Chiefs to like come out and explain to me how you sell Manyama, right? Who in South African football terms is young, right? Because he's under 35. Right, I'm joking. Like, but he's young. He's like 26 or something like that, according on paper. You know, Manyama is like 26 on paper, right? So there's still room for development. One of the best players in the fucking league, right? And then you also sell your top goal scorer, like the person that has been, you know, that does the fucking the most important job, you know, in a football game, which is putting the ball at the back of the net, right? All the fucking right. The guy who, if he wasn't injured for the last 3 games of the 2020 season, right? Chiefs would have won the league, right? But he was injured the last 3 games. It is the same situation with Mo Salah not scoring a goal, right? The top goal scorer, English Premier League, right? Not scoring a goal for the last 10 games of the season. Not even one, or maybe one goal. He put in one goal. That goal that he celebrated, which was heartbreaking, that was a fucking goal, right? 1 goal in 10 minutes, right? It's okay. Yeah, but how do you replace that? I guess Kamabilia, right? Because he's old, right? But these are like, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be, dude. The next season, I tell you what, right? Headline signing is Muzi Maluleke, right? Conditioning coach. You know what's gonna happen next season? Chiefs is gonna play with the multi-choice Diski Challenge squad, you know, and you know, and like a few fucking adult players there. Man, that's how it works in multi-choice Diski Challenge. You bring your fucking new squad and you put in like 3, you know, first team players. Yeah. It's gonna be a difficult task. The money that you have to spend through, yeah. I heard Dupreez from Stellenbosch might be coming, right? I guess he's at a good age, right? To me, he does more fancy things than actually play football. You know what I mean? I think he's trying to play more for the cameras than to play for. Maybe it's because he was playing for Stellenbosch. Maybe if he moves to Kaizer Chiefs, he'll actually get his act together, man. Or maybe his act is together, man, and that's why he's playing for Kaizer Chiefs. Yeah, but let's put it like this: Kaizer Chiefs. Oh, are they even in the MTN 8? You know what I mean? Nah. But yeah, no. The only thing I can say about Dupree is that he's young, at least. My age. Fuck. You know? He's young. And so the following signing is from a team that was almost relegated, right? That's not a bad idea. You know? I don't know. Dude, where's the money from Holland? You know, the money from, all these other businesses that use the Kaizer Chiefs brand to fucking get cash. Why is that cash? You know? Because there's no people coming into the stadium, so you're not selling any tickets, right? Where is the cash? Yeah. Live cover, I know it's difficult, but haven't like a few people died, for you to get like a few, or people have to live, right? Because if you like sponsoring live cover, that means for you to have cash, people have to live, So maybe this COVID was bad because just crippled a lot of people and you had to pay out like a lot of live cover, From Holla didn't leave like any budget from like Kaizer Chiefs, And then Muzi Maluleke comes in. Conditioning coach, Yeah. You guys, I need to go 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, you need to chill out. You need to relax, man. Get in the ice bath, man. Get in the ice bath. Now get out. Now get out. Now go for it. Go. You know what I mean? That's Kaizer Chiefs' star signing. Right? Yeah, man. Now, plowing forward. Right, another screenshot. This is Robert Firmino. Could play a new role for Liverpool next season after intriguing Jurgen Klopp. And yeah, we said that already, man. Talked about how he was the silent, assassin in that squad, right? The dude got them through their last games of the season when every fucking forward for Liverpool was fucking choking, man. Choking. Right? Yeah. Joking, man. Right? I'm not gonna do an OnlyFans joke there. It's been done too much. Yeah. Dude, they were choking so much you'd think they were wearing like 2021 March 1st fashion. Like the chokers and shit. Yeah. He came in that spot and he did pretty well, right? It wasn't enough though, but he did pretty well. He won. Dude, he was playing in the cup final. He won his trophies, man, He won his fucking trophies, man. Right. The Brazilian. Right. Chelsea owner Todd Bowley exploring 4 transfer chief options after backroom exodus, man. Right? So basically, this dude's team is leaving him. You know what I mean? Peter Cech, who's been there for... Dude, once people that have been there for 10 years, I start leaving like legacy clubs, you have to worry a bit. Right? You have to worry a bit, man, because at this moment, all that's Chelsea is just the squad, the current squad, right? And the manager and his assistant. You know what I mean? Maybe he wanted to get rid of the staff because they know a bit too much about shit, right? Or they don't want to get involved in no longer, right? Or maybe, man, 100 people just can't afford what one oligarch, right, could pay them. Could pay the Chelsea back room staff. Dude, an Exodus. Dude, an Exodus is like, oh, yeah, we live in Chelsea Football Club because it cannot pay us no longer. Right? That's a fucking Exodus. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, so... And it's going to be interesting for Chelsea. Dude, they're the only people that have rumors going on around them that haven't made like a signing at all. You know? They can't even get rid of the player that they want to get rid of. You know? You know what I mean? So, what do you think, Thomas? Dude, I'm sure Thomas Tuchel is just like at every player's house every day at 3 p.m., you know, just like, dude, you got to stay, I promise you, we're building something, just don't mind about the, which you got to stay, we'll get through this, and ding dong. Hey, who's this? It's Thomas, coach, you got to stay, like, we're building, and I get it, you know? Then he shows up to Mason Mount's house, like, hey, coach, hey, you got, no, don't worry, coach, you know, yeah, but who's that? Who's that I see? Is that, hey, why are you talking to PSG representative? Right. Yeah. Nah, guys, yeah, no, so I hope everything, bro, like, goes well, right? For Thomas Tuchel, dude. Like, yeah, it's just to end the divorce and dude, I commend him for not like just throwing the towel in and being like, fuck this, you know? Dude, I got my world championship, right? You know, like, let me go out on a hiatus, take a fucking year off, fucking gap year, man. Does that still exist? I think the people that said they were taking gap years just fucking took a gap year, right? And that year is not yet done, you know. Like when the gap year thing started, right? They just took a gap year, and like those people are still on that gap year at this moment, you know. Yeah. Dude, how great would it be if Tottenham got Richarlison, man? Never mind Jordan, Gordon, you know, maybe it's too much of a ask, but Richarlison, the Brazilian striker that said, right, when he was out with his national team, that I want to leave this club. I'm happy with what I did here, and you know, because I want to play football. And I don't want to feel Buenos the relegation all the time. You know. Yeah. So he said that like when he was out with his national squad, you know, at home. He was in Brazil when he said that, in a press conference. You know, he was not gonna say that shit in English. You know what I mean? Anyway, but yeah, it would be dope if Richarlison came to fucking Tottenham, man. It will boost the squad like motherfucker, man. And I think Conte would manage that. If he got anything else, it will be fucking bonus, man. Because, dude, Lucas hasn't left the club. I don't know if Tanguy Ndombele, the guy that's in Lyon, right? Awesome player. I don't know if he's coming back. You know what I mean? So, it's one of those things. Yeah, but no one's leaving at this moment. Like, everyone's just like, okay. Dude, credit to managers that are keeping their squads together. You know what I mean? Like, for the past 3 seasons, Harry Kane, you would think Heung-min Son would, you know, would want to leave this. But everybody seems to be tight-niched. I'm talking about City, right? Even though they're letting a few players leak, but they're keeping tight. They know they got Haaland. They know they secure. The squad is motivated. Kevin, De Bruyne, Shevchenko, right? They're ready to go for it next season, right? Liverpool, it's Klopp, the dictator. I think the dictator's having a bit of trouble there, man, right? Tottenham is keeping their shit tight as well, signing in players, not releasing. I don't think any players left. Every player of note, right? In a few words, you know what I mean, has left Tottenham, right? And West Ham the same. All the top United, United story, man. Like, so you're not gonna bang on them for a long, for a haul. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah. Oof. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, man. Oh, the dude is Fabio Vieira. That goes to Arsenal from Porto for £35 million. I haven't seen this guy play in a Champions League game, not even one. But anyway, that is the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 25. I guess we'll see you again in the next episode, 26. And yeah, have a good one and go fuck yourselves. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna end this podcast.